Good morning, Sat Shri Akal. How are you? So, great week ahead. Okay, so I'm doing a live. Today the date is 11 February 2025. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So today's total comes to 4. Okay, so 4 is a mystic number. You can read about it. So today's video, I'm making it for a particular purpose. It's a analysis, okay? It's live. So there is no cheating about it. I have done my homework and that's why I've come live. Why and how and about whom? Well, why? What happens is when certain situations in life happen, okay, in your life, my life, or in the life of a public figure, we always wonder, okay, how and what and why. No? Analysis about that. Analysis about that person. He's not even a gentleman. He's not even a boy. Okay, he is a vile person. So we don't expect that type of upbringing from parents. So somewhere definitely there has been an issue. So now why today and what is special about today? Well, today I'm going to talk about the great one and only Shri Arvind Kejriwal. Okay, do I like him? Do I not like him? That is not a matter. That is everybody's individual choice. We have all observed him. At least we have observed him. I have observed him very minutely because many years ago when he was Mr. Zero, okay, he was working and he had come on the stage with Anna Hazare. During that, Ram Leela Maidan, Anshan, slim guy, not in politics, but decided to use that opportunity and perform to further his political ambition to clean up the Indian political system. Well, everything is in front of you, okay? What has passed, so you can't erase it. So now you will all, through this video, and I'm sending this to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. That is why I'm making it live, and I'm mentioning Arvind Kejriwal because I want him to understand. Let me introduce. I'm Amarjit Singh Narula. That's my colleague Shilpa Khedekar. That's me. You must have seen our show on Astha channel for over 12 years, every night for 22 minutes, 35 minutes past midnight. Okay. So we were on Astha and we help people get well without medicine. That's our book. And I'm basically a civil engineer from Bombay, 1984 batch. Okay. So I suffered with ulcerative colitis and then I was able to continue my life on and off medication for 13 years between 86 and 99. And in 99, I came to know about alternative medicine. I conquered my colitis using alternative systems. And it is then I realized that there is so much in alternative therapies that one needs to understand. Because when you're out of college, you are basically interested in earning money, service karo, go for a job, go overseas. I'm talking of the 84s. Nowadays, because I did it in 84, right? My salary was 650 rupees when I got out of college. Nowadays, youngsters get 1 lakh. Some people from IIT get a free crores from IIM. So at that time, we were not fortunate. As a civil engineer, 650 was like the benchmark of getting a job after 4 years of study. Well, that's life. Now, when I healed my colitis, I became an alternative healer, okay, full time from 2004-5. So between 99 and 2004-5, between 86 and 99, I was a contractor up to 2005. 2006 came on television and it became very hectic being on television, being a contractor. So slowly my work started getting less as a contractor with my partner. Thanks to him, I was able to survive and earn a living during my sickness bouts, in and out of hospitals. I'm always grateful to my parents and my family and my wife after I got married for taking care of me when I was sick. because ulcerative colitis is very debilitating. You need blood transfusion, you need hospitalization, and it's very, very troublesome, and you can't survive on normal food. You have to have bland food lifelong, be on medication, steroids. So it's a very, that's another part of my journey. So when I came into on television, our reach increased, mine and Shilpa's, and we started meeting different healers, and we started getting interested in different systems. So during the way we did learn so many systems, all mentioned in our book. Now when it came to numerology, I said, yeah, this is something which needs to be understood. So I attended a course in Bombay, Senior Citizen Association in Fort. They taught us Cheerios numerology. But then we came to Madam here. So it was again another system. Then I learned Vastu from Kushti Bansal, Maha Vastu in 2009. And then I did a different type of Karbala numerology, okay. And then I learned about Chaladian. Then there is also Vedic. So Vedic my colleague does. I didn't learn it. I said I'm not interested. I've learned enough. You learn it. So Shilpa madam practices Chaladian, and then we compare. Now I'm going to explain Mr. Kejriwal through Chaladian system, okay? Because each number has a different value in different systems. So I'm making it clear. My calculations are based on the Chaladian system, where every number has got a value based on some system of pronunciation. Okay. Now, when we had analyzed Mr. Kejriwal during the Anna Hazare movement, I'll give you the dates. So we didn't know about him, right? Oh. No, sir, it's not about Vinao. Vinao is not the issue here. It is about Kejriwal. If you are interested, stay. Otherwise, it's okay. Thank you very much. So when I learned about numerology, so during that 3-day course, we were instructed by our trainer that now we need to do some practicals. Okay, practical. Thank you, sir. Surely it will get well. So we were given, examples. So in those days, Abhishek Bachchan had got married, so we analyzed the present situation then. Okay. So Abhishek had just got married, so we said, okay, let's analyze him. Then at that time, Mr. Narendra Modi was nowhere. He was a CM, okay. So we analyzed Mr. Narendra Modi's date of birth. Then we took the past, the tyrants of the world, Hitler, Mussolini, Charlie Chaplin, and many past people, because when you take a past example, you get a study, right? If I start analyzing somebody today, how can I predict the future? But through this numerology system, we can definitely analyze. We can't predict the past, but we can analyze the past, because there's a difference between analyzing the past and predicting the past. So we are not predicting the past, we are analyzing the past, because that example exists. Now, if I am existing today, so I can go into my past and check my past history. The future can be predicted to a great extent through Vedic numerology and astrology, because in astrology they take into account the planet positions also, time of birth. But in numerology we do not consider time of birth, we just consider the date. Then we consider the name. Okay, so these are 2-3 things that we can consider, and we do consider in numerology. Okay, so now let's come to this great gentleman. I call him great because he did what nobody thought. Okay, so I'll tell you why. Okay, because there are if we tell na, okay, I'll give you an example. If we tell you you are like Mukesh Ambani, I'm giving you an example. Then like Mukesh Ambani means you are not going to become Mukesh Ambani, but you are like him. You are willing to take risks. You are willing to you know Mukesh Ambani's personality, right? So you try to link those attributes. Now if I say you are like a certain Don, okay, a certain terrorist. So then we say, okay, that you interlink, right? Okay. Now if somebody is doing a lot of seva, so we say you have those temperaments of that great personality who was doing seva. So we are trying to understand what type of personality Arvind Kejriwal is. Okay, because remember, it can't be cheated, and the example exists. So that's why I'm making a live video, and it can go on for 1.5 hours. It's okay. You're not interested, don't watch it. But this is made specially as a case study. Okay, here it is. Arvind Kejriwal. This is his date of birth, 16/8/1968. So 1 and 6 is 7. Okay, so that is the primary number. Total comes to 3. Okay. Now 7. Now then in the numerologists in India and the astrologers mixed up the numbers and correlated with planets. Initially it wasn't there, okay? But now 7 is Ketu. Okay, Ketu is that planet without a head. Okay, it's got a figure, and and you can understand is very philosophical. Okay, and you can understand is very philosophical. Okay, and then 3, Jupiter. Okay, wisdom, abundance, good fortune, growth, spiritual again, communication. Okay, now he's got a lot of wisdom. Okay, he's got wisdom. Okay, lots of it. There are 2 types of wisdom, remember. One is positive and one is negative. Abundance, good fortune. You can see his good fortune. Okay. When does the date of birth, primary date of birth, and when does the total date of birth count? Number 1 is like the date of birth is, somebody says it's a driver, that is a conductor. That is the date of birth, and that is the life path. The total number of his name. Okay. Total number of his name. The total number of his name. Okay. Total number of his name. Arvind comes to. It starts with the A. So A. I will give you the meaning of the word A, because each word in a name carries a value. So the nearer it is to the initial beginning of the name, like A is Arvind. So D is in the end. So D will have less impact on A, but R will have more impact on A. So Arvind, okay, I will tell you the 1 or 2 ARV, okay, I will take AR, and then I'll take KE, Kejriwal, okay, because the rest is not needed. But when we do an analysis on a paid basis, we analyze each word and see which word is now not is harming or is it positive. So Arvind Kejriwal, total comes to 40, okay. So Arvind comes to 19, Kejriwal comes to 21. So Kejriwal is number 3 and Arvind is 19, that is a 1, okay. So 1 is again, if you connect it to the planet, it is Sun, and 3 again comes to Jupiter, right. So Kejriwal is Jupiter and A is 19, so that is a 1. Now Arvind Kejriwal's lucky numbers are 2, 3 and 5, okay. So now he's in the 3rd part of his, that Jupiter phase, and his luck is 3 number also. So that's why it's boosted. His unlucky number are 6 and 9, okay. So whatever he does between the 6 and 9 numbers, or 6 and 9 dates, or 6th and 9th year, I'll tell you how to calculate the year, they are going to be unlucky for him, and it's written in his yearly calculation where he lost, okay, unlucky for him. So you can go into his past and calculate it. So now let us come to the meaning of A, because first I'll take the name, then I'll take the date. A. I've got a huge manual which we refer because it's humanly impossible to remember everything. Okay. So now Arvind Kejriwal is on the 7th. So inventor, perfection, intuition, imaginative, contemplation, independent, politically minded. Politically minded. I'll tell you mine later. Extremely analytical, global thinkers, out of word knowledge, excellent at mathematics. I'm also number 7. Okay, but I'm not good at maths. If I was good in maths, I would have gone to America for my master's in civil engineering. All the rest things come in my date of birth. Okay, so I'm also a number 7. I'll tell you my last number later because then you'll start comparing. I don't want you to do it. So I just given you a hint. Okay, now we come to A. Okay, so that is the number. Now come to A. A. Letter the first name is mostly vibrated. Okay, so Arvind is normally vibrated beyond his Kejriwal. So the first name Arvind will always be vibrated because we don't call him Arvind Kejriwal. We say Arvind. You know, his colleagues or somebody or his seniors will call him Arvind. They will not call him. The lower ones will call him sir, sir, sir. But the ones who know him, they will always call him Arvind. People will call me Amarjit. Okay, like that. So A is a leader. Okay, he's a leader. Honest. Now that's up to you to decide. Takes persons to great heights. Okay. Strong willpower, creative, initiators, ego. Ego. Now mind these words. They're all written. I'm not making them up. It's all written. I've got the manual. Willpower, ambition. Okay. So now you've understood. All of them have matched with Mr. Kejriwal. Now come to R. Okay, come to D in the end. Dominant, daring, materialistic, self-confidence, tolerant, revolution guy. Hardworking, stressed, lot of stress. Diabetic, heavily. Used to go to Vipassana. Sometimes slow and steady, helps others. Importance of prestige in his life. Become great by or with others. Right? He became great by or with others, but he dumped them. Okay? You have many of his opponents today critical about him, who were with him in the initial days of Aam Aadmi Party, and he threw them out. So this is life. This is going to go to Mr. Kejriwal. Let him understand that I am telling you the truth, how numbers have vibrated in his life. Untiring efforts, untiring guy. No? Even behind jail, he was always willing to work. But I don't know what happened. Anyway, now let's come to K. I'm going to only do one. Good at earning money from many trades. Intuition, patience, helpful, enthusiastic, cultural oriented. Fame of arts, patriotism, works for society. Deep ideas can become famous. That is it. K. Let's go ahead now. Okay. Now come to the total of 19, which is Arvind. Because everything can be analyzed. 19. So a 19 number is a super successful number. Okay. Successful completion of any task will achieve prosperity gradually. All kinds of wealth, money, fame, position, and success keep on accumulating. Physically strong. Persons of undiminished wealth. Now that is a question. They have mass appeal. Spiritual through their thoughts. They can also shine well in politics. Okay, now you'll say, so everybody with Arvind can shine well in politics. Well, you can be a good politician at home. You can be a good politician in your society, at your place of work. Not only in politics of what these political leaders do. Okay, politics. So you can do politics in your society, the society where you live. You are manipulative. Politics is manipulation, right? Even in advanced age, they look young. So look at Kejriwal now. He's still young. Looks. For their name now, this is. Listen to this. Listen to this. For their name to work, they have to remain honest and should not cause any harm to others. Now, honesty, I am not saying anything. You are the best judge. Kejriwal is the best judge. Arvind is the best judge himself. Okay, he's younger than me, so I will call him by his name. I am 63 born. He is 68 born, so he's younger than me. Yeah, so I call him, and I will call him only Arvind. I am not going to pamper him by calling him sir or anything, because he rule me, and I don't have any intention of him allowing him to rule me. I'm my own. Now that is 19. Now come to 21. Now you will be surprised, okay? Indicates excessive selfishness. Okay? You have seen how he behaved with his more educated and powerful friends like Prashant Bhushan, Kumar Vishwas. There are many whom he used and threw out of the Aam Aadmi Party because Arvind was insecure, is insecure. So he didn't want anybody who could or who would undermine his authority. They can achieve anything with the help of their willpower. Okay. They go up in life with their hard labor. They take up anything only with returns in mind. Okay. Understood? False promises. Anything to remain in power. It's in front of you. I'm not diagnosing. I'm not predicting. I'm analyzing from my notes. And it's here. What Arvind stands for and what Kejriwal stands for. Now let us understand what number 40. That is what Arvind and Kejriwal total comes to 40. So 21 and 19 stands for. Okay. Persons of great intelligence. They get sudden influx of money. Rahu. They enjoy large wealth and pleasures. Yeah, Sheesh Mahal. He enjoyed life king size for the past 12 years. Very daring and self-confidence in life. Yes. Shouting from the stage, daring and saying, मोदी जी तो ये जन्म में मुझे हरा नहीं सकते. अगर हम लोग मैं जेल में जाऊंगा तो भी मैं जीत के आऊंगा. कॉन्फिडेंस देख लिया, यहाँ से आता है. गलत है कि सही है वो मैं नहीं बोल रहा, मगर मोदी जी को चैलेंज करना, किसी को भी चैलेंज करना एक्चुअली, ये जन्म बोलना, मेरा जन्म कब ख़त्म हो जाएगा, उनका जन्म कब ख़त्म हो जाएगा, तो ऐसी टिप्पणी करना किसी को भी, मुझे या आपको शोभा नहीं देता. हाँ, किसी ने गलत किया आप उनको बोलो, मगर ये पब्लिक में. और वो उस दिन के Arnab made a video, and that video he said, listen to this. He says, this is one of the lowest points in your career where you were talking like this. Even I shared that video to him a day earlier, but Arnab made a video next day. Okay, now they can excel in farming. Well, I think now time has come for Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind to land, I don't know if he's got or I don't know. I'm not there. But he can take up farming. Relax. It's written. I wish I could get a plot of land to take up farming. My number is not 40. Okay. Now the ultimate. Total 40. This is going to shock everybody and even Arvind. Even though this number is of a symbol of success, the end of their life they become totally neglected and whole society disowns them. Okay? I'm not talking of the future, I'm talking of in the present sense. How he survives, he is now zero in, he's lost his own seat along with his confidants. Only Atishi won and 20 more. So 48 to BJP, 20 to 48 and 22 to them. So what a fall from grace written in the numbers. I wouldn't have diagnosed this many years ago because I'm not bothered. But when something happens, I'm the first person to take out my notes, correlate and confirm. All this is a confirmation. Okay, I have confirmed divorces, I have confirmed cancer in not clients, in known faces on the internet. I get my data from Wikipedia and Google. I search for their date of birth and what they did, and everything history comes up from Google. So it's very simple. The date could be wrong, but my data is from Google and Wikipedia. I will also be making a video about the beer bicep boy. No? I've already done it, but I didn't want. Let me just concentrate on Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal 40. Okay. We had, when we did these notes, I hope I've got the date. (8 to 2021). So this date is here. 8 to 2021. And Arvind Kejriwal equal to 40. So you see, 2021 में हमने उसका एनालिसिस किया था उस रात को, वो से 10 साल पहले भी किया था, वो डेट बताता हूँ। तो 2021 में जब हम ये कोर्स कर रहे थे तो हम लोगों के नाम लेते थे और उनको कैलकुलेट करके अपने नोट्स में डालते थे। हमने बहुत लोगों का किया, दिलजीत दोसांझ का भी किया था उस टाइम पे। तो जो भी पर्सनैलिटीज़ होती थी हम लोग उनका डेट ऑफ बर्थ पूरा कैलकुलेट करके उसके अंदर जाते थे और उसमें लिख देते थे, क्योंकि वो पर्सनैलिटी को हम लोग कंपेयर करते थे। तो मेरे नोट्स में अरविंद केजरीवाल का नाम, मोदी जी का भी लिखा हुआ है मोदी जी का भी लिखा हुआ है, तो ये भी है हमारे नोट्स में। ठीक है, डरना नहीं है, हैंड राइटिंग चेंज नहीं हो सकता, कलर चेंज नहीं हो सकता, है ना। मोदी जी का भी कैलकुलेट किया हुआ है, वो कैसे हार्डवर्क करते हैं, है ना। नरेंद्र मोदी जी, नरेंद्र मोदी सब कैलकुलेट, मोदी जी नहीं, नरेंद्र मोदी कैलकुलेट करके हमने कैलकुलेशन में डाला हुआ है। सो व्हाट ए कोइंसिडेंस, अरविंद, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट यू एंड योर, इट इज हियर। Okay, now if somebody wants to use a total coming to 40, okay, अगर कोई बहुत, if somebody is really in lot of trouble, we can bring their name to 40, of course. Then we have to check lot of parameters. If anyone is in a dire situation, can use 40 with lots of caution. Caution लिखा है, caution. So we have mentioned caution, okay. So don't just think कि मैं 40 पे नेम ले आऊँगा तो caution नहीं है. There are a lot of ifs and buts, okay. That is how it works. So that is about the name. So we put it aside. I will have this there. These are my notes that I made, some jottings, है ना. So that is on record now. Now let us talk about, let us now talk about Arvind Kejriwal from Wikipedia. All this data is from Wikipedia. He was in with Anna Hazare in Delhi in 2011 as per Wikipedia. So 4/7/11 to 28/12/11 was the period of Anna Hazare's movement in Delhi. And there was another post about Jantar Mantar of 5th April 2011. Now, as I said, Arvind Kejriwal's date of birth as per Wikipedia is 16/8/1960. I think it will be true because he is a government officer. So this date must have been given in his applications and his Aadhaar card. So this date is from there. Okay. Now how do we do this calculation? I'm going to show it to you. So like today, I've done this total, right? 11 to 25. So you take 11 is today. So all people born today. Okay, one more thing. You will be saying कि date of birth के हिसाब से, according to date of birth, so everybody born on that day will be same personality. Yeah, personality will be same. Okay, on that day with those numbers, because those numbers will play a major role. But what would Bit different would be according to the time of birth. Okay. So personality 7 and 3 will be the same. Like I'm born in 1963 also. Okay. So my name, my name is different from Arvind, but my date of birth is also 7 and 3. Means 7 is my primary date of birth there, and total comes to 3. So 7 and 3. So I also have those traits. Yeah, I'm a Arvind Kejriwal in my field. Okay. I'm a Arvind Kejriwal in my field. Same. I get very impatient. Same traits. But I used my knowledge differently. I use my numbers differently because of my trait when I was young in 1986, 63 to 86, 22 years old. So 7. So I was very hurry, worry and curry, stress, anger. That's why I became sick now. So Arvind became diabetic, stress, anger. So all those issues are there. Okay, so people with 7 and 3 total, because every year we'll have 7 and 3 total people. So, but their personality will be the same. Their name impact can be different. The impact of Vastu on their life, the Vastu, the space energy can be positive or negative on that person. Okay, and yes, and then the planetary combinations also. So one is date of birth, name, house number also. House number, okay. House number will be also positive or negative. So that will also influence. And then the Vastu of the place will also make an impact. And then the planet. So there are so many things that are variable on an individual's life. Area. Now if this house where I am now is in one of the poshest areas of India, okay. It's not my house. I'm here on rent. Now if this house had been in Dharavi, same location, same house in Dharavi, would anybody think positive about it or about me? And they'll say, sir, where are you living? You're living in Dharavi. Okay. So it's not that Dharavi is not bad, is not good or bad, but that name vibration counts. Now this location is different. Okay, so each location has a vibration. Now if I were saying this house is in Kolaba or Navy Nagar, in a town, and a town name are also taken into consideration in some calculations. And I like that idea of that. Nobody taught me, but I was just reading an article and I shared it on one of my groups. I said this is a wonderful process where this lady has said even a town can matter and even a location within a town matters. Okay. Of course, in Vastu, we can also say north, in which direction is the house compared to the entire layout of the town. So is it in the northeast or is it in the disposal zone? Is it in the east or west of that town? That also matters. But that is you need a huge plan and to analyze. But this is simple, location and town name. So you can vibrate that. We can do it. Okay. So 16/8/2010. Okay. So I'm starting calculation of Kejriwal's. I took his day of birth, that is 16th, month of birth, which is 8. Okay. And 1968 is his year. So that total comes to 3. That is the yearly number. Okay. Now 16/8 and 2010. Okay. 16/8 and 2010. So that is the 18. That comes to 9. Now we'll move ahead. 2011 total comes to 19. It comes to a 1. 2012 comes to 20. It comes to a 2. 2013 comes to 3. 2014 comes to 4. Then total 16/8/2014. I'm talking like that. So 2014 comes to 4. 2015 comes to 5. 2016 comes to 6. 2017 comes to 7. 2018 comes to 8. 2019 comes to 9. 2020 comes to 1. 2021 comes to 2. 2022 comes to 3. 2023 comes to 4. 2024 comes to 5. 2025 this year. So 16/8/2025 comes to 6. Okay. Now I told you Arvind's lucky numbers are 2, 3 and 5. So 2011 was 1. So 2012 was 2. That is lucky for him. 2013 was 3 was lucky for him. So now you can go back. I didn't bother in which year he won and he came in. But now I'm giving the lucky years. I will do it. He entered politics. I saw an article yesterday in 2013. It's written here. Entered politics. Okay, 2013. So that was his lucky year. Then 2014, 2015 was 5, was lucky. 2016 was 6, which was unlucky for him. 2019 was unlucky for him, and 9. 2021 was lucky. 22 was lucky. 23 was unlucky for him, number 4. Okay, not good for him. That's when his trouble started. 2024 was lucky for him, number 5. He came out of jail. He hired the highest paying lawyers. Not he, his company, his party, and the payment was done by the government. Because somebody asked him, who pays your bills? He says, I am a CM. So of course, the government has, yes, CM is in jail, not a party member. CM is in jail. Had he resigned, then I don't know how they would have paid. So that's why maybe he didn't resign. Arvind didn't resign. He was smart, intelligent, manipulative. Everything is there. Don't need to shy away, Arvind. Even I am those numbers, but I'm not manipulative. But yes, in terms, yes, I manipulate myself. To see, is that person trying to take advantage of me? And I back off. 2024 5, lucky. 2025 6 number, unlucky. So he lost. He lost in his unlucky year. So 2026 will be 7. 2027 will be 8. 2027 will be 9. So his lucky number, unlucky number is 6 and 9. So next year his total comes to 7, and after that it's 8. Next 3 years for him are going to be very difficult. Okay? Because now Arvind is no longer in power. He's trying to regain power through some means in Punjab. They are doing a meeting today with the AAP MLAs in Delhi today. At this moment, they are doing a meeting. So what are his designs inside to remove Bhagwant Maan, or I don't know. That is politics. Numbers are there. You can expect anything from him. So 7 and 8 are going to be very difficult. 9 is again 2027, 2028. Unlucky for him. So this entire year is unlucky for him. Okay? Because it's an unlucky number total. So that number is 6. And for his date of birth combination, 7 and 3, 6 is unlucky. So now he lost elections on 8 to 2025. 9, 10, 11, 11 and 8. 19 equal to 1. So on a one date, total 1, but he lost it actually on 5th when I analyzed it. Okay, so Arvind lost elections on the 5th, 6 o'clock. I diagnosed it. I made a live video on Instagram at 6:02. Okay, my favorite stopwatch in my pocket. I showed the time. Okay, 6:02 and 6:10. I did a live video on Instagram. It's there. I showed the same pocket watch. Okay, I keep it in my pocket. Yes, there's a reason. Watches make difference in life. I'm wearing a wristwatch and I'm keeping another pocket watch. So I can keep two watches for two different targets. So one is in my pocket. I'm a wristwatch analyst and a wall clock therapist. I custom design wall clocks for my clients as per need, and I go into the market and I search for appropriate wristwatches based on the needs of my clients, not the cost. Based on the needs, it can be even a 5,000 wristwatch to change somebody's life, which he may be spending crores and crores of rupees, which I wouldn't even wear it as a gift or accept the same amount in cash or by check. Okay, I'm giving you a 10 crore wristwatch and 10 crore cash. If I see that it's not even worth 1 rupee for my life, my future, I will not even accept it. I will not even take that 10 crore cash. Yes, because I know a wrong wristwatch or a wrong wall clock can destroy my life, my health, my family, my relationships, my business, my image that I have built up all these years. So I would love to analyze Arvind's wristwatch and wall clock. So he's always wearing a wristwatch. I want to analyze that. I don't know. I'll try to search because on the internet you have to be like that, and you have to take a screenshot immediately, and then we do it sometimes when there's a big controversial star or a politician or a expensive wristwatch. Articles come, so we zoom into the art. We go and zoom into the wristwatch, and then we try to see the brand, then we try to see the model, and then we go onto the internet and search for that through the images, and then we analyze. Now the recent watch that I analyzed was of that juvenile thrower, Neeraj Gupta, on his marriage. He was wearing a 22,000 rupees wristwatch of a good brand, but with a tie-up with Omega. 22,000. It was a white wristwatch with 3 red circles. Now I don't want to comment because that was on his marriage day. So I just took that screenshot, because for the newspapers it was the article, okay, how humble he is. He's wearing such a cheap wristwatch, only 22,000 rupees. They gave the model number in the article, and I shared it on my Facebook and I shared it to my friends. I said, this is the model, this is the impact. We are not going to say anything because he got married recently. So we said, let's see how long he wears it. I hope he doesn't wear it long, maybe on that marriage only, because I wouldn't even buy it or I wouldn't even accept it as a gift, especially when I'm getting married. So now get the hint. Okay, so 5-2, I did a live. So 9, 7 and 9, 16, 7. Let me confirm. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 7. So 5-2. Let's go one day before, because on 4-2 there was no elections there was no क्या बोलते हैं, you could not have any rallies up to the 4th. 9 and 6, 15. 6. So you see. So on 4th of February 2025, 3rd, all the electioneering stopped. You could not hold rallies. 4th was one day free, so they were relaxing, everybody jumping around here and there, and the total came to 15, which is 6. So in fact, that was the day that he lost, because people had made up their mind. People had made up their mind on the 4th whom they are going to vote. That was the day of number 6, and for Arvind, that day was unlucky, 6. then you go ahead. So you have to analyze the numbers in correlation. Okay, ये नंबर मैच नहीं हो रहा तो कौन से नंबर में मैच हुआ, ये नंबर. ओके, सो ये नंबर वो सिचुएशन में मैच करता है. यस, इट मैचेस, because this is a question of calculations. Now when people have got the date of birth, then they are able to do it from a computer direct. I did somebody is offering me क्या बोलते हैं, a PDF for 79 rupees of date of birth analysis, okay, astrologically. I never made it. So I said 79 rupees done. Once one lady I paid 251. She took the money and she ran away. She was wearing a turban and I said, will you do it? She said, yeah, 251, pay me. And they did. They were talking of some Indore, some Gurukul in Indore and very, yeah, ठीक है. I said, okay, yeah, they are, ठीक है, 251 rupees. I paid. But they didn't send it to me. It was okay. ठीक है, वो गुरुकुल का नाम लिया, कोई बाबा आश्रम का नाम ले रहे थे, तो ले गए, ठीक है. Then this other 79. So this time I was smart. I said, look, I'm not going to give you my money now. Are you ready to give me my PDF in advance? Then I'll pay you. I'll get 3 more. They said, no problem, sir. They said, even if you don't pay us 79, it's okay. So they sent it to me and it was Hindi. I don't understand Hindi. 256 pages. 256 within half an hour. Then I said, I don't understand it. They said, don't worry, sir. I said, you can delete it because for me it doesn't make sense. I need it in English. I can't read Hindi. Not educated in India, no. Educated overseas. I did my engineering in Bombay from 80. So 79 we came to India from overseas, where we went as overseas in Africa, where my father was the chief engineer of the Zambian Air Force. So we are Air Force people. So from 54 to 68 and then 68 to 79, always in the Air Force, Armed Forces. So they said, no problem, sir. 79, we give it to you. So they sent me in English. 256 pages. I told that lady, look, I don't understand anything. Tell me which page to read. She said, okay. I said, I want to just read the crux. So she said, go on this page. You'll find 2 pages of your life. So I read those pages, 2 pages. Yeah, it was matching. Date of birth, time of birth was mentioned. So they were mentioning about my life. Yeah, and there were so many dashas and antardashas and, charts and map. I said, I can't take 256 pages. 2 rupees per page is around 600 rupees. I'll have to take out 256 pages. I said, no, I don't need it. Just 2 or 3. I've not even yet taken out, but I just want to read what they analyzed. But it was a huge thing. 256 pages. That's the power of astrology software. So Arvind actually lost on the 4th of February 2025. Then it was just a matter of polling on the 5th. And then they were all shouting. They're still shouting. They will continue to shout. That's how politics works now. You always go against the establishment when you lose. But when you win, then you don't go against the establishment, because then you become the establishment. Okay, when opposition loses in one state, then they start blaming the Election Commission of India. But when they go to Supreme Court, the Supreme Court says that there is no room for doubt about EVM. Now, when the government says, not the government no, EC, because it's an independent system. When the Election Commission says, here is our machine, we are not giving it to you at home, you come here, they give you dates, and anybody can come and try and break the software and access the disk inside or the data inside. Nobody goes. Why? If you are so confident that it's illegal, it can be manipulated from a satellite or from a mobile or from a battery charger, whatever are your nonsensical thoughts about technology, and you want to doubt. Okay, I'll give you a talk of technology. I'll give you. If you wear a blue color wristwatch, which one I'm not going to tell you, but if you wear a blue color wristwatch, you can become technologically smart. Okay, so now talking of technology, take an example. I was watching that SpaceX project of Elon Musk, where the rocket went up and then they had a landing station with a loop, and that rocket came in that loop and it landed. Okay, if that is the type of technology available, you think India can't? India did it recently, where they docked 2 satellites, okay, like clockwork. If Indian scientists have this capability of docking something remotely, now you'll say on the other side, Numerology, don't, then isn't it possible to hack this EVM? Okay, if it's possible, come and do it now. If you say I can sit in America and hack your EVM in a strong room in the back, where there are thousands of Karyakartas and people and police around this location, then hack it from America, hack those and prove it that okay, you see, you don't even need to put it on the table, lock it in those bags, lock them, and we'll hack them from America. Do it, then I'll believe you, no? Because you say that's how it's done. So then do it, no? From outside, even from 10 kilometers, or maybe sit in Delhi and do it in Dubai, or from Dubai you do it in India, or do it from Bombay to University of Campus, where they hold the counting in progress in Bombay. So that is all bullshit. Okay, let's not just beat around the bush and blame the authorities in such situations. Okay, you can blame them in other situations. Even I blame, but I wouldn't advise people to just because if one political party loses, like Kejriwal lost, it's gracious of him. He's down to 22, so he can't blame anybody. No? The people of Delhi had decided during his past 1 year how to give him a lesson, and he got the lesson. So whenever you would listen to him, I'm not saying anything, you would understand how he was responding to questions. You would understand how he behaved all along since he was in power for 12 years. So this is his calculation. And I stand by these calculations. Okay. One more. This is a grid, okay, where I have installed all his numbers. So he is missing a 4, he's got a 9, and he's missing a 2. Okay. He's got a 3, he's missing a 5, and he's got a single 7. He's got 2 8, he's got 2 1, and he's got 2 6. So success, money, 6 number paisa, 1 number authority. Drawback of people who miss number 5 in their life. It's all about balance. Okay, because 5 is in the center. If you are missing 5, your life is going to be devoid of balance. You're going to be either this way or that way, extreme. You can't think logically. How do you rectify number 5? Start wearing green clothes, start drinking green water, start watering plants, start nurturing plants. There's a difference between watering plants and nurturing them. There's a difference between planting plants. Start feeding cows green. Start wearing green. Start using a green pen. He was always using blue. ₹5 wala. His mental plane has only got 9 numbers. So he's missing a 2. Mental plane. Imbalance. Drastic. 4 number and 2 number are missing. His wife has 2 number. But I think he is so headstrong. her number 2 didn't. It should have helped him, but I don't know why. Her date of birth is 11, na? So she's a 2 number. So after marriage, her number must have come to him. Logically, it happens husband, wife. When a child is born, I was doing analysis recently, and son was sick. So I analyzed. I said, when this brother was born, did your family earn money? They said yes. After this young child was born in our house, we started earning money for quite a few years. So I just asked the date of birth because I was analyzing one case. Then I same sickness with the brother. Father died of blood cancer. So I said, give me your date of birth. Then he said, even my brother has got this sickness. So I took that. And when I analyzed, I said, after your younger brother was born, that was 92 and that was 99. So I did the total and I said, this younger brother must have brought wealth to your family and your father. They said yes. When he was born, our house was flourishing, started to flourish. So Arvind is missing his success plan. He is missing a 5 and a 4. Okay, because you have 2 success plans which are diagonal. Okay, there. So Arvind is missing his success plan. He is missing a 2 and 5 in one plane. He's got a 888. Okay, and he's missing a mental plan. Mental plan mein he's only got a 9, so he's missing a 4 and 2. Emotional plane, he's got a 3 and 7, which are already his numbers, right? So he's missing a 5. So his practical plane 88, 11 and 66. He's practical. He will destroy you for his survival. Practical आदमी है ना, practical ऐसे ही करता है. आप सोच लो. I told you his practical plane. Now you see how practical he is. He is that type of person who comes on. Yeah, Arvind is a person, I'm telling you on the face. He comes in a podcast and he says, somebody asked him, आपने पंजाब में पैसा नहीं दिया तो क्या हुआ? 3 साल नहीं दिया ना, अभी बाकी है ना 2 साल. तो आज वो 2 साल जाग गया अरविंद. पंजाब वालों को बुला रहा है और बोलेगा कि जो हमने वादा किया अभी दिल्ली में तो निकाल दिया, जो वादे किए थे अभी बोल रहे थे ना और 5 साल दे दो यमुना को साफ कर देंगे. प्रैक्टिकल था, काम नहीं किया, मगर प्रैक्टिकली दुनिया को बोल रहा है कि मुझे और 5 साल दे दो मैं कर दूंगा. अरे पब्लिक ने फिर बता दिया लास्ट टाइम कि आपने उस टाइम पे भी 5 साल मांगा था, आज वापस 5 साल मांग रहे. तो 7 साल बाद उसने मांगा था 5 साल, अभी 12 साल के बाद वापस 5 साल मांग रहा. तो बीजेपी ने बोला अगर उन्होंने जो बोला है वो नहीं किया अभी हम करके दिखाएंगे. तो पब्लिक ने बोला प्रैक्टिकल हो जाते हैं, चेंज कर देते हैं. ओके, सो ही इज मिसिंग इमोशनल नंबर 5. हिज मेंटल प्लेन इज मिसिंग a lot, 4 and 2, and his action plan he is missing in both 2 numbers. So now you know what he is acting and what he is not doing. So this was my analysis of Arvind Kejriwal the Great. So let's see how his, I have also predicted about his coming few months, 2-3 months ago. So I don't want to now repeat it because let's end it on a goody thing. And yes, अभी तो पिक्चर बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. Thank you very much. Amarjit Singh Narula, you are welcome to get in touch. Yeah, why should I shy away? These are my numbers. Yeah, numerology numbers, number 5. Okay, I brought it in my life with a balanced number. Okay, 5 in the end and a 5, because how can I influence number 5 in my life? I do a lot of planting. I got a plant at the back. I got a tree. I installed it. I do a lot of plant donation. I don't get chance to feed गौ माता because बॉम्बे में नहीं है. गुड़गांव जाता हूँ तो उधर फीड कर देते हैं, ऐसे दिल्ली जाते हैं तो फीड कर देते हैं, पंजाब जाते हैं प्लांट्स लगा देते हैं. बट मोबाइल में भी ऐड कर ही दिया 5 इन द एंड एंड a 5. तो ये मोबाइल नंबर डिज़ाइन होते हैं. ओके, सो एक और नंबर है वो भी मैंने डिज़ाइन करके लिया है, बहुत ढूंढ के। बहुत टाइम लगता है डिज़ाइन नंबर ढूंढने के लिए। ये नंबर ढूंढने पड़ते हैं, ये ढूंढने पड़ते हैं, कैलकुलेट करके ढूंढने पड़ते हैं ऑनलाइन जाके, और वेट करना पड़ता है कभी मिले तो। रेगुलरली 4-5 वेबसाइट्स हैं, उसमें हम लोग सर्च मारते रहते हैं, कभी एक नंबर आ जाता है। अभी मेरा एक नंबर डिलीट हो गया, कंपनी के पास गया था, वो भी न्यूमरोलॉजी का है। आई हैड फॉरगॉटन अबाउट इट। आई वेंट बैक टू द कंपनी, दे से यू पे 267 rupees, we'll give it to you, but 4 months it has to be post paid. I said done. So I'll have to go and take out that number. It's there in the locker, because after only 1 or 2 years they can release that number again. So it's still in my possibility to get that number. So all the best, enjoy, welcome to Get in Touch.